welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is the first video you're watching. Hey, I'm Ellen and I have started making like London life thrifty money management content. I've been making it for about a month, so I started off with making a video about how much I spend on a month living in London, or how much I budget at for a month of living in London. I've done a literal how much I spend in a week of living in London. I filmed sort of my food shops. So if living in London, money management is your vibe, it's something you want to know about, then definitely make sure you check out the other videos and subscribe to the channel. I also make secondhand fashion content. I thrift shop, secondhand, charity shop a lot, and I like to show you what I'm picking up. So that's another thing I make here on the channel. But today's video is all about how much I let that plane go overhead. How much I actually spent in the whole of August living in London. So in August, I tracked all my spending. It's the first month I've ever done this. I made this, what I think is a really good, a really cool and really easy to use. I don't know if cool is the right word. I don't think you could ever call an Excel spreadsheet cool. They're just not cool, are they? A very practical spreadsheet on Excel that you can actually download down below if you'd like to, completely for free. I've just put it onto a Google Docs for you guys to use if you're interested. So if you want to check out this spreadsheet, learn a bit more about it, you can check out my what I spend in a week living in London, a month living in London, what I think I was going to spend video, and how I manage my money, and I talk more about how to use the spreadsheet and all the details on it. But that is what I've used to track all my spending throughout August, and like I said, it was my first month of ever actually tracking properly, down to the detail, down to the penny, everything that I spend. So August was the first month I've ever done that, and I thought I'd share with you what I actually spent. So in that video I talked about my fixed expenses. They obviously are just fixed, so they were never gonna vary. If you didn't watch that video, I'll go through my fixed expenses now. These obviously include my rent and bills. We all know that cost of living is going nuts at the moment in a really scary way, and in London it's getting really bad in terms of like housing. So finding somewhere to live and somewhere to rent has become really difficult and really competitive, expensive. So I made a video about our whole flat hunting experience to find the place we live in now. We live in southwest London, and we actually found this place a couple of months ago, so it was kind of a little before the market went as insane as it is now. But I still think there's some really helpful tips in that video if you're interested. And let me talk you through what we pay to live here. So I live here, just me and my partner, and so all of these, let's put on this side, all these fixed expenses are split with him except for my savings. And let's start with rent. So we pay £1,600 to live in this flat. It's a relatively like good sized 2-bedroom. We've got a little balcony, but we don't have like a garden or anything, and we're in like a flat block. So we pay, yes, £1,600 to live here, which the bedrooms are both good sizes. We did really well finding this place. I think it was I think a big part of the London rental market at the moment is luck. I actually saw this place before it had even it was like sent to me, because I got on basically loads of estate agents lists. It was sent to me before it had even gone up online, and I called the estate agent straight away, and we got the place. And there was the tenant was still in here, so they weren't doing viewings until like the following week, and we were the first people to see it. We did offer over asking, which is the problem at the moment, is that you have to. We are both in we're like students or anything, we're both in stable jobs, we earn like an okay salary, like are like a desirable people to be in flats, and we're really privileged and lucky for that reason as well. So we did get this flat without having to like jump through too many hoops basically, but I know that a lot of people are having to. So yeah, we pay £1,600 for it. I think she probably could get a lot more for it now, but we've got it for 2 years, so it's pretty good. I then for some reason put my mobile bill next, so I pay £21 a month for my mobile. We only pay electricity in this flat. We don't pay gas because the building's got like a centralised gas system for like heating and hot water and stuff, and that's covered by the service charge paid by our landlord, so we don't pay any gas delivery, we just pay electricity, which at the moment is £24 each a month. I think that will definitely go up in winter. I'm budgeting that we will pay maybe around £35 to £40 each, but obviously we are all getting the £66 a month back for the next few months, so hopefully it will kind of even itself out. Fingers crossed, we'll see what happens there. For broadband, we pay £9 each. We've got Vodafone broadband, and because I'm on the Vodafone contract, we get like a bit of a discount for that. So if you are looking for a internet provider, make sure you shop around and definitely look at the discounts offered by your phone contract as well, because there's definitely some great offers to be had there. I know that my old flatmate Emily got a really good deal with hers as well for the same reason. I think she's with Virgin, but because they're now linked to O2, she got like a really good deal, or got loads of extra data on her phone or something. But to basically shop around for really good deals, and especially kind of look for what's going on with like your phone contractor, because they'll definitely be able to I'm sure wrangle some sort of deal for you. So we only pay £19 for our broadband. I work from home and the broadband is so fast for working from home. I never glitchy in Zoom calls or anything, so it's a really good broadband for £19 as well. But we do live in like not central London, but like quite like busy London, so the broadband always is quite good around here. For council tax, we pay £42 each. We are in Wandsworth, which is I think the cheapest borough in the country, or at least definitely in London. Allegedly, according to one of my friends told me, that it was actually because it was Margaret Thatcher's favourite borough. So I actually think that the Wandsworth council tax should be evened out with the rest of London, because for example when I was looking in Wimbledon, which is in the Kingston borough, I think the council tax was triple what we pay in Wandsworth, and I don't really think I'm obviously happy that I live in Wandsworth, but I chose specifically to live in Wandsworth so I could pay less council tax, and I've grown up in Wandsworth, so it wasn't actually too much of a push. It's like this weird ringing noise. So but I do think it should be sort of evened up throughout the city, because it's not really very fair, because it's not like Wandsworth is, like a lot of Wandsworth is quite affluent as well, so I don't know. Anyway, that's for a whole other video. I then pay Spotify, which is £10 a month, gym membership, which is £40 a month. I actually have moved from my gym membership in Tooting to a new place now, so that I think is going to go up to £42 when I swap gyms, but I haven't swapped just yet, but I will be swapping soon. And then I put £200 into my ISA savings every month as well, which again is, I'm very privileged to be able to do that, and me and Pete are saving for a house, so it's kind of non-negotiable for me. Once that money goes in there, it's gone to me. So in total I pay £1,146 in fixed expenses every month. That is literally just the money I need to live. There is no way I can, well, I think I've done everything I can to try and make that as minimal as possible, but there's not really any way I can change those bills. They are fixed, maybe besides getting rid of the gym or Spotify, but I mean I personally, those two things bring me so much joy, and your health is something that's non-negotiable, so going to the gym is definitely something that I would never want to not pay for, and yeah, so they are all my fixed expenses. In my head, they're just all non-negotiable. They can't really be changed or made any less. I've done everything I can to make them as affordable as possible. And then moving on to my variable expenses throughout August. So this is what I actually spent for the whole of August. So we'll start with the big one, which was grocery shopping. We eat the predominant amount of meals we eat. Is that a sentence that makes sense? We eat most of our food cooked at home. We're actually doing something called Simply Cook at the moment, which is helping us mix up our recipes a bit, which is for £4.99 a month. I'll leave a link to it down below if you're interested in learning a bit more about it, but it basically gives you recipes and a few of the ingredients for them, so you can make new fun recipes. But I do 98% of our grocery shopping comes from Lidl. We're lucky to be really close to a really good Lidl actually, and I think Lidl is a great option for food shopping. One of my big tips for Lidl, so we spent about £200 in Lidl for grocery shopping this month, and we then got back about £12 to £15 in vouchers and to spend in Lidl over the month, which has been obviously really useful. So I would recommend, if you are shopping in Lidl as consistently as I am for every one of your food shops, make sure you get the Lidl Plus card, because you can rack up points to get discounts for food and to also get the vouchers as well. So it's really great. But we do eat most of our meals at home. Pete eats meat, so I tend to eat meat for quite a few of my meals. I was vegetarian for quite a long time, but I moved towards eating a lot more meat. Because I'm training for the marathon and my body really craves meat at the moment, where I'm doing so much exercise, and also because I cook for both me and Pete, or we cook our meals together obviously, and he eats meat, I just tend to just eat it as well. So I would say if you're vegetarian or vegan, sometimes, well, meat seems to be the most expensive part of our food shopping, but the meat in Lidl is really great. And I've only spent £145 this month on food. I think is pretty good. Also, I have seen people testing out the Asda, the new yellow range from Asda, and the meat in that what would you call it, like section of the store, or that like group of products, is meant to be really good as well. So I would highly recommend checking that out if you're looking for more affordable options, whereas meat's getting more and more expensive. Grocery shopping in general is getting more and more expensive. We're all well aware of that. I definitely notice like my food shop every week is more and more expensive, and I'd say meat is a big part of that. We don't like eat a lot of snacks or anything, so we never really have like those things kind of bulking up our food shop. So it's mainly, that's like breakfast, lunches and dinners, and for lunches and breakfast we're quite consistent in what we eat as well. I'd say meat and like fancy fruit are probably the things we really tend to splash out on. Also, I probably go through like 2 things of kefir every week as well, which probably is a bit splashy. But I think it just like makes me feel a lot better, and it's something I really like eating every morning. So there are ways we are splashier, but I'd say we do keep our food shop to a minimum by like looking at what we've got, and I'm very like funny about like waste as well, so we won't waste any food. Like if there's food left in the fridge, we're making something out of that rather than like going out and buying something new as well. So there's lots of things we do to kind of reduce our food waste and also reduce our shopping bill as well, but also remaining eating really healthy. I have spent £68 eating out this month. We've had a couple of like birthdays and just general socialising. I actually don't think that's too bad, and I think that's probably because I've reduced how much I drink. I don't really drink as much as I used to. I opt for soft drinks over alcohol when I'm out, and also for the whole of September I'm not drinking because it's a month before the marathon, so I'm like really kind of cutting down on alcohol because it makes me like lazy the next day if I drink. So I just have avoided drinking, and then I can actually go on all my training runs. So not drinking makes a massive difference, especially in London where like an Aperol spritz can be like 11 or 12 quid, and that is my drink of choice. So it makes quite a big difference not drinking. And I think the way I'm drinking less, because I'm drinking less, it definitely kind of, that eating out socialising bill is definitely lower because of that. So for socialising I spent £81 this month. Again, I'd say that would probably have been a lot higher if I were drinking, and that kind of includes like going to like an exhibition or going to like an event and stuff like that. So it kind of, yeah, includes those sorts of things, like anything I was doing for having fun with my friends basically. I definitely overspent on clothing this month. I spent £71 all on Vinted, and that is actually probably higher. I have sold so much stuff on Vinted this month. I'm gonna do a big clear out of my wardrobe, which will probably be an upcoming video in a couple of weeks. So I'm gonna have so much more stuff up on Vinted, so I'll leave my link to my Vinted down below if you're interested in checking out my shop. But I have definitely spent more than £71 because I don't know if you use Vinted, but if you do, everything goes into like your little like Vinted pot of money, and I have used that to buy things as well. So I'm waiting on some things to get sold at the moment because it's a pair of boots I want, and I'm going to use that money to then buy the boots rather than like buying them out of my own pocket. But I've got a whole bunch of other stuff I need to put on Vinted this month so that I can kind of like use it to top up my budget a little bit, and also to buy anything I'd want to buy, rather than, I'm not going to buy it out of my money, I'm going to buy it, well, it is my money obviously, but I'm going to sell things and have like a one in, one out system going if I want to spend money on clothes this month. I shop completely secondhand as well, so I don't buy anything new, and unless it's something like designer, that's probably the only time I would opt to buying new. So like there's a pair of Coach shoes I like, and a Ganni dress I really like, but they're the only things I'd really buy first hand, is like something that I feel like is like a investment piece. Then I spent £21 on coffees this month, just randomly getting coffees. It's also, I'm probably gonna spend more this month because it's pumpkin spice latte season, and I love the pumpkin spice latte, so I reckon that's probably gonna be higher this month. I spent £72 on transport, just back and forth from all my socialising this month. £21 on personal care, so I don't actually know what I got done. Did I get my toenails done? £21. Eyebrows, I don't know, got bits and bobs done for personal care, and I spent £28 on miscellaneous, which was all like bits and bobs, cute bits and bobs for the house. I have bought some new cute bits and bobs for the house as well. If you saw my last video, but I think that only came to about like £16 as well. So just bought some cute little like autumn decorations. I really love just making our home feel like special and cozy and like decorated for each season. So you know I'm gonna go crazy for Christmas, because we do spend so much time here. Like a lot of our socializing revolves around having people over and that sort of thing, so for me it's really important that our home is like somewhere we want to spend time, and it's really beautiful and comfortable and cozy and all that kind of good stuff. So yeah, I have rambled on for way longer than I was expecting in this video, but my total monthly expenses come in at just here, 1,007. No, 1,000. I haven't got the total on here, but here is my total expenses for the month. This is under my salary, so I put some more into savings, but I also have a holiday I'm going on in October, so I paid a little bit out for that as well. But that was technically, I've put it into like October's spending. So yeah, that is everything I spent this month. I really hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I hope it gave you some sort of insight if you're thinking of like moving to London, or just interested in how other people spend. And I hope there were some good sort of tips and tricks in there for like money saving and that sort of thing as well. So if you did enjoy the video, guys, you'd like to ask me anything about how I spend my savings, then leave me a comment down below, hit subscribe to stay updated for future videos, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.